Can anyone say me what do you understand by VPC? What is the full form of VPC?
Virtual private.
Virtual private
Virtual
cloud.
private cloud. Virtual private cloud. And what is the necessity of this? Why we are utilizing this? Why we are utilizing this? Actually, this VPC concept, if we will more means if we'll focus more on this, then this VPC concept is more towards the networking part. Okay. This VPC is more towards the it is more towards the networking part. Okay. It is more towards the networking. Do anyone have any idea or have gone through this networking concept, Devasis? Have you gone through this networking concept like what is IP addresses? How we are giving these IPs and all, and what is IPv4? What is IPv6? Have you gone through these things? Anyone? Okay, cool. See, virtual private cloud, we can say this as a virtual network which closely resembles a traditional networking that you operate on your own data center. For example, say I'm taking here, suppose this is my data center, okay? This is my data center and all the servers are over here. All the servers are present over here. Can anyone say me what is the main thing or what are the requirement for the maintenance of the server? What is the basic requirement for the maintenance of a server? If it is your own database. These are the servers. Sorry?
Network manpower.
Yes, manpower is the essential. First of all, the premises. First of all, the suitable environment is required. Yes or no? Just a second. Yep. First of all, a suitable environment is required. Okay. And in that environment, we need to establish our different components like switches, routes. There are a lot of complicated things which is present in the database. Then the manpower, as you have mentioned. Then the common thing, essential need, that electricity and all. So for this maintenance, for the maintenance of this, it takes a huge lot for us. Okay. For the maintenance purpose only it will take a toll from us. Okay. So in order to eradicate those things, in order to reduce these burden from us, the AWS has given us a platform in which we can borrow the network from the AWS itself. What we can do, we can borrow that environment. AWS is providing you a such kind of environment for what you are paying as per your use. Okay. And the main benefit of this is that it is a scalable infrastructure. See, if it is a Flipkart big billion sale, okay. This is a Flipkart big billion sale is going on. I mean, for Christmas purpose, they are going to arrange a big billion sale. So do you think if they have their own network, if they have their own server, they have to maintain they have to upgrade their server again. Okay, they have to increase their server, and for that they need to invest lot of things. But here, what does this AWS gives us the platform? He provides that the scalable infrastructure. That is the main beauty of the AWS or any, not only AWS, it is the beauty of the cloud infrastructure. Even if you are using Azure, even if you are using GCP, even if you are using the OCI, which is Oracle, even if you are using Alibaba, anything. Okay. The beauty of the thing of the cloud is that the scalable infrastructure is present with us. Whenever the user required, as per their requirement, if they require those things, they can easily scale up with just fraction of second. But which is not possible if you are maintaining that by yourself. Okay, it will take a toll. It will take a time, because first of all the premises, first of all the environment where we will upgrade the thing. Okay, so to reduce this toll, we are focusing on the main purpose, which is the cloud infrastructure. And this mainly focus on the networking part. And this provides us an infrastructure which has full of security. We do not have to worry about the data breach. We do not have to worry about any sort of other purposes. Are you getting my point? So, VPC is a virtual network of a data center inside the AWS for a specific user. Okay. If it is logically isolated from other virtual networks, suppose Abhimanyu is utilizing one VPC and Pooja is utilizing one VPC, Sai is utilizing one VPC, Pawan is utilizing one VPC, they do not have any correlation with themselves. They do not have any sort of correlation. What they are focusing on, they are mainly focusing on only one thing, that is on their own premises. Okay, and this facility is also provided by the AWS. Is it clear? Is it clear or not up to now?
Clear.
Great.
Yeah.
And the most common question which nowadays in the interview they are asking, that how many VPC in one availability zone you can do. It is, the answer is 5 VPC. Please mute yourselves. We can create up to 5 VPC. We can create up to 5 VPC in one availability zone, one agent. Is it clear? And here also I am mentioning 200 subnets. 200 subnets in one availability zone. Okay. And there are a lot of different components. If I will focus on the component which we are utilizing in the VPC, then I will mainly say the CIDR ranges, then we are coming to the route table, then we are coming to the internet gateway, then we do have our own security group. Then we have our NACL. Then we have our virtual private gateway. Okay. Virtual private gateway. And we have the peering connection. We have the peering connections. And lastly, the elastic IP. And I hope you have a good idea in the security group and the elastic IP. I no need to elaborate these two things specifically, and the CIDR ranges, because it is totally upon the networking concept. Now, if I will come to how we are creating the VPC. How we are creating the VPC? First of all, we need a AWS account for the specific thing. We need a AWS account, and then we need to go inside a availability zone, which is the mandatory condition. We need to go inside a availability zone, and then the first work is to create a VPC. To create a VPC. The first work is to create a VPC. The first work is to create a VPC. And the second thing which comes after the VPC is the availability, is the subnets. Is the subnet. The second thing which is coming into the point is the subnet. Suppose I am creating here two subnets. Again, for this, while creating a VPC, we need to provide a IP address. While creating a VPC, we need to provide, suppose I am providing 10.0.0.0/16. Then while creating the subnet, suppose this is subnet 1 and this is subnet 2. Then again we have to specify the IP address 10.1.0.0/24. And here if I will provide 10.2.0.0/24. Now, how many IP will be available for this specific CIDR ranges? How we can calculate? Now, suppose I have given here 16. What you have to do? Now, 32 minus 16 equals to 16. Okay, and the total IP will be equals to 2 to the power 16. How much is 2 to the power 16? Anyone? 2 to the power 16.
256 maybe.
कैलकुलेटर में थोड़ा चेक करके बता दो. I think it will be around. Only I think I forgot. कोई चेक कर रहा है क्या? मत करो. Answer is 65,536. 65,536. That means this much IP we can provide for this VPC. And how many for subnet? This is 24. Similarly, you have to do here 32 minus 24 equals to 8, and it will be 2 to the power 8. Answer is how much? 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8, it is 16, 32, 64, 256, 512. Okay, so 512 will be available for this specific job. Okay, this is all about subnet. Now, under this subnet, we can run certain application. Under this subnet, we can run the application. But how this application will get the internet? How this application will get the internet? That is one of the main reasons. Means we have to more focus on the internet availability. So here, what we need to do, we need to provide the internet connectivity for this, and for this we have to create an internet gateway. Internet gateway. We have to create the internet gateway. Now again the question will arise, we have provided the internet gateway, but how he will recognize, how the internet gateway will recognize that where I need to go, where I need to go. And for that, what I need to do, I need to showcase a path. I need to showcase a path. And for that path showcase, we need to create a route table. We need to create a route table. What is that? A route table. Is it clear? What this route table will do? Now route table will enable this internet, or he will provide this internet the path so that he or that the internet can recognize, yes, this is application 1 and this is application 2, I need to go to the application 2, or this is subnet 1 or this is subnet 2, I need to go to the subnets. Is it clear? Yes or no? So this is the basic architecture of the VPC. Now I will just go down to the console and I will try to create a VPC. I'll try to create a VPC. First of all, I need to log in into the VPC. Once I log in into the VPC, my first task is to create a VPC. My first task is to create a VPC. So I will click on the create VPC. Then I will go for only VPC and I have to give a name, my demo VPC. Again, the CIDR ranges you have to give 10.0.0.0/16. And you can add this tag and all, is your choice, then create the VPC. Once this VPC is being created, our second motto is to create a subnet. So just go click on the subnet and then go to create subnet and now give which VPC you want. My VPC I have given, and what subnet you want to give. Suppose I will give my subnet 1. Which is the availability zone? You have to give a preference. Suppose I will give US East 1. And what is the CIDR ranges you have to given? It is already provided. Now you can provide 10.1.0, sorry, 10.1.0.0/24. See 256 IP. अरे गलती हो गया रे, 256 है, कोई बोल भी नहीं रहा. There are 256 IP, 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8, 2 16, 32, 64, 128, 256. अरे यार. So here we have done a mistake. It is 256. How many? 256. Okay. Now again, let's go back. Again, I will create one more subnet. Suppose I have to choose which subnet, my demo VPC. Again, I will give my subnet 2. What is the preference zone you can give? 1B. I have previously 1A. That's why I'm taking 1B. Now 10.0.2.0/24. Again, 256 IP will be available for this. You can give this tag and all, and then go for creation of subnet. Once this is done, just go for internet gateway. Then create a internet gateway. You have to give the name my internet gateway I have given, and just create. And after creation of this internet gateway, you have to attach the VPC. Which VPC you want to attach with the internet gateway? And that is my demo VPC. And I have attached it. Once this has been done, then we will go to the route table and we have to create a route table, and I will give the name my route table. You have to choose again which VPC and you have to create a route table. And in this route table, we do require some important thing. First of all, you have to edit the route, because I have said that we need to showcase the path who will go. So here I will enable 0.0.0/0, which means that is everyone can go. And then I have to choose with whom I have to attach. This is the internet gateway, which my internet gateway, which we have created, and then save the changes. Once this has been done, now again we have given the path from the internet gateway. If I will come here, what I have done, from internet gateway to the route table, I have showcased the path. Yes or no? From internet gateway to the route table, I have showcased the path. But how he will recognize that to which subnet I need to go? How he will recognize that which subnet I need to go? That's why we have to edit again. We have to associate the subnet, or we have to attach the route table with the specific subnet with whom we want to go. Is it clear? So for that, we have a subnet association, and here we can click on the edit subnet. And once this is been done, you can see the two subnet which we have created, and you have to select these things and save the association. And our VPC is ready. Now, if you will go to any EC2 instance, if you will go to the EC2 instance, and now you will create one infrastructure. Now you want to create a cluster. So click on launch instance, give any name, my demo instance, my demo instance, and I have taken Linux as the operating system. I have taken the instance type as T2, and I will take any key pair which is available with me. But here in the networking setting, by default, previously we are creating the networking, or we are utilizing the network which is provided by the AWS itself. But now we want to establish our own created infrastructure. That's why we will go to the edit, and we have to choose which VPC, my demo VPC. My demo VPC. And very important, you have to auto assign the public IP. You have to enable this one, otherwise the IP address will not come. Otherwise the IP address will not come. Okay. Even here you can create your own security group. Even you can create your own security group. Okay. So that I will leave up to you how you will create. I want to check it out. Okay. Again, if you do have doubt, then please let me know. I will clarify that also. Then you please go for launch instance. And once you will launch instance, the AWS will provide you an infrastructure which is being enabled with the VPC which is created by us, which is not provided by the AWS itself. That is the default one. Now everything you need to take care of. What you have to do now? Now suppose, see, if I would have not enabled the IP address at that time, I cannot get a specific, I will not get a specific IP address. That is the public IP address. See here, if I click now, the public IP address is coming. But if I have not enabled that one, then this IP address will not have come. Now let's connect whether it is working or not. I'll just connect it. It will take some time, and see here your own infrastructure is created and the platform is ready for doing the work. Is it clear up to now? So this is all about the VPC infrastructure, how we are creating and all. Now I will request to stop the recording, please. Okay, anyone have any doubt on this now, up to now? So this is all about the thing how we are creating, and the main important thing is now how to delete these things. See, if anything is there, if anything is enabled with the VPC, first of all, that instance we need to delete. First of all, we need to terminate that instance. And once that instance is terminated, then we will go to the VPC and we need to detach the internet gateway, or we can delete the subnet. So I'll click on this and this, and I'll go for action, and I'll delete the, and here he will just give take a confirmation reality. Okay, and this has been deleted. And once this is been deleted, you have to go to the route table for deleting the route table also, and that is my route table action, delete the route table, delete the route table. Okay. Okay, I'll go to the internet gateway, my internet gateway, detach from VPC. You have to first detach because we have attached first